Sky are screwed. The Sky are screwed. You might say the sky is falling. But yeah, the Sky GM has come out. Apologies there. The Sky GM has come out and talked about
tonight. A general manager's public rebuke that shattered the quiet end of a chaotic Chicago Sky season. Jeff Pagliacca on live camera singled out Angel Reese. The clip went global. Fans erupted, sponsors whispered, and now the league is watching. This is the story behind the press conference everyone is still talking about.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus? Jeff P. said he's had enough.
Over the past week, the Chicago Sky's late-season drama turned public. The team issued a disciplinary decision, a half-game suspension after comments the organization called detrimental to the team. Fans then flocked to the arena with free Angel signs. The GM responded publicly, and the conversation has exploded.
Absolutely dreadful again. And I had just complimented Angel Reese for being efficient. I had just complimented Angel Reese for putting together a respectable performance. Of course.
Here's what happened in that press conference phrase by phrase. We'll play the moment, then break down the tone, the wording, and why many viewers called it a public humiliation.
All that matters to the lonely men who follow Angel Reese on social media is that she looks good. But like I told you guys the other day, an excellent performance from Angel Reese. It is.
Front offices rarely single out players by name in public. It's a strategic decision. Motivate, send a signal to the locker room, or protect the organization's narrative. But when that message is aimed at one player, especially a popular, marketable young star, optics become unavoidable.
Which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion, defense, and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they allowed a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
Social media responded in minutes. Some fans cheered the GM. Many defended Reese. A group of fans even showed up with free Angel signs as the season wound down. The moment split the city.
Let me start it over here. So Angel Reese's hair was pulled, and she immediately, oh my God, she pushed the player. Camila Cardoso stepped in. Come on, bro.
Here are the confirmed facts you need to know. The team imposed a half-game suspension for comments the organization called detrimental to the team. Reese publicly apologized to teammates and the organization. Across 2025, she posted strong rebounding numbers, but the Sky struggled as a unit.
And I kind of been a passer all my career. I came out of high school as the #1 wing and trying to get back to that, trying to get back to being super versatile. And Tyler made that emphasis early on in the season. I didn't understand it, and I really was kind of confused and trying to figure it out.
Outside voices amplified the story. Some teammates and former players urged calm, and a high-profile outside voice, Shaquille O'Neal, publicly defended Reese earlier in the season, showing how polarizing public commentary can invite heavyweight protectors.
You're posting this? You've got a game at 11 a.m. Central Time, and you are a 6'3" forward shooting 36% from the field, and you're averaging over 3 points less a game than you.
Angel Reese's rise, NCAA championship, national visibility, and polarizing personality created attention. Her court trash-talking moments, and national profile mean every misstep is magnified. That history helps explain why today's press conference landed so big.
And a half a game. And this is what you're worried about, is social media chatter. And look, she must. I think here's the thing. She must love this.
Now, the big question: where do we go from here? There are 3 plausible outcomes: a reconciliation, Reese and the Sky repair relations, and she refocuses on the court. B, role recalibration. The front office reshapes her role and the roster around core strengths. C, structural change. Trade chatter and front office overhaul intensify during the offs.
Why she wouldn't keep crashing out and posting things like this. Guys, this is cringe.
Whoever came up with the rebounds thing, y'all ate that up, because rebounds, rebounds, T-bounds, anything that comes off that board, it's fine.
This episode raises a broader topic. How much public pressure should organizations apply? Public accountability can be necessary, but it risks humiliating young players and forcing decisions under the glare of social media. Our reporting shows this is a high-stakes balancing act for every franchise. Jeff Paglucka's live remarks were a decisive public moment, and whether you call them honest leadership or public shaming depends on your vantage point. Angel Reese is talented, marketable, and human. And now both player and team face a test. What do you think? Was the GM right to call her out, or did he cross the line? Tell us below. Like, subscribe, and we'll keep tracking every development. Tonight, a press conference moment that tore open a franchise. Chicago Sky GM Jeff Paglucka publicly called out Angel Reese on camera by name, and fans exploded. Was it tough love or public humiliation? We break down the clip, the backstory, the fallout, and what it means for Reese and the Sky. This wasn't a stray soundbite. It landed at the end of a season filled with tension, public comments, a team discipline, fans in the stands, and a GM who chose the microphone over a private meeting. When a front office singles out a single player, especially a marketable star, the consequences are immediate and wide. On September 5th, the Sky announced a team discipline, a half-game suspension for comments described internally as detrimental to the team. Reese apologized, but she was later sidelined with a back injury and missed the final games of the season. The sequence comments' internal discipline public fan reaction set the stage. The reaction in Chicago was visceral. At Winrest Arena, fans arrived with free Angel signs and vocal chants. That public show of support created a new pressure not just on Reese, but on the franchise. Numbers matter in this debate. Reese's 2025 season was statistically strong in rebounds and double-doubles, but team results and some efficiency metrics raise questions. Here are the key season numbers. The Sky struggles weren't only one player's responsibility. Injuries, roster construction, and roster moves shaped a difficult season. Critics say the front office hyped a marketing narrative around Reese, and when games went poorly, the optics turned ugly. Angel Reese is not only a player, she's a brand. Nil-era stardom, fashion moments, and social media presence amplified expectations. But when the brand outruns the on-court results, teams face choice. Protect the asset or prioritize results. This press conference felt like a franchise choosing the latter publicly. Finally, a reminder, players are human. Public discipline can be necessary, but teams must balance accountability with development and welfare. This story is unfolding under a spotlight, and how the Sky handled the aftermath matters for Angel Reese's career and for league culture. Jeff Paglucka's press conference was decisive and divisive. Angel Reese's talent is real. The question now, will public pressure push her to grow, or will it fracture a relationship the Sky once hoped would anchor their rebuild? Tell us, was the GM right to air this publicly, or did he cross a line? Make your case below. Like, subscribe, and we'll keep tracking every development. In what has quickly become one of the most controversial moments of the young WNBA season, Chicago Sky general manager Jeff Paglucka stunned fans, media, and even players with a brutally honest press conference that many are calling a direct humiliation of rookie forward Angel Reese. The former LSU star, who entered the league with massive hype as the self-branded Bayou Barbie, was expected to transform the Sky into a playoff contender with her rebounding dominance, grit, and undeniable charisma. But instead of celebrating her potential, Paglucka used the press conference as a stage to air out frustrations with Reese's early season struggles, particularly her inefficient scoring, missed layups, and inconsistency on the offensive end. Despite averaging an impressive double-digit rebounding stat line, pulling down boards like a machine, Reese has been shooting at an alarming 35% from the field, often failing to convert routine shots at the rim. Paglucka's comments, delivered with a cold bluntness rarely seen in professional sports management, highlighted his disappointment in Reese's development and raised eyebrows when he suggested that she needed to contribute more to the team's overall goals. A statement many interpreted as throwing her under the bus during a time when the Sky are already dealing with multiple roster challenges, injuries, and offensive inefficiencies. Critics quickly pointed out the hypocrisy in Pagliuca's remarks, noting that Chicago's issues run far deeper than Rhea alone. Injuries to veterans, poor coaching adjustments, and a defensive collapse that has left the team giving up over 90 points per game have all contributed to the team's losing streak. Yet, for reasons that seem to go beyond basketball, Rhea has become the focal point of blame. Some insiders speculate that this public scolding has less to do with her performance and more to do with the friction between her carefully crafted influencer persona and the franchise's urgent need for wins.